Bouldering is low-level climbing without ropes.
I refer to bouldering as like sprinting as to endurance running, so it's sort of the hardest, most powerful technical part of a long climb. It's usually set up to a maximum of 5 or 6 metres, and you fall onto mats as opposed to clipping a rope as you go.
The climbers have to try to get to the top of 3 problems. They've got 5 minutes to attempt as many tries at the problem as they like. They start at the bottom on the mats. They have to put their feet and hands on designated holds at the bottom of the climb. They then proceed up the wall. For a climber to win this competition, they will have to get to the top of as many of these problems as they can. Round about halfway up the wall, there'll be a hold called a bonus hold. In the event of a draw, if 2 climbers have the same number of tops, and it took them the same number of goes to get to the tops, then it's going to come down to how many bonuses they got.
So the Women's Opens finals, finalists are coming out. First up, we've got Rochelle Andrews.
Yeah, Rochelle Andrews, local Wellington climber. We haven't seen her much on the competition scene this year. In fact, I think this is the first national that I've seen her climbing at, so she's done really well to make the finals.
Whitney Burton from the States.
Washington State, USA, I believe, Ian. And again, a climber that's, I think, just been in New Zealand for a year or so, and we haven't seen a lot of Whitney on the competition scene.
Cool. Ruby Friend, all the way from the South Island. Ruby is part of the world's team this year, so I'm expecting great things from Ruby in this competition.
Yeah, Ruby's one of the top climbers for her age grade in New Zealand. A fantastic climber, and she's got a really good chance of winning today.
Oh, now this is Judith Jewell coming out now. Judith is again particularly strong. Her and Ruby sort of going head to head a little bit in this competition. Both of them part of the team that's going to be travelling to the World Youth Climbing Championships.
And here we have Sian. Sian Moffat's been competing since she was about 8 or 9 years old. She's from Taupo, and she's one of the strongest female climbers in the competition scene in New Zealand at the moment, and again she'll have a really good chance today.
And coming out last is Sarah Hay, based in Auckland.
Yes, Sarah's the top woman climber this year. In fact, for the last couple of years she's been the Women's Open champion at Leiden Bouldering and is the strongest climber in the field.
Looking forward to seeing how she gets on today in these National Boulder Championship finals.
We'll be wearing a special kind of rock climbing shoe. They're designed to be really snug on your foot with a special kind of sticky rubber.
They also they crush your feet up like a ballet shoe, which allows you to push more directly on the holds. The other important bit of equipment is the chalk bag and chalk. So the chalk's used to dry your skin. It improves the friction of most people's skin quite drastically, so almost all competitors use chalk.
The presentation of the Male Open finalists, and Jared Alexander first out.
All the way from Christchurch, Jared, particularly strong climber, likes to participate in both some lead and some bouldering events. He particularly likes his bouldering. Particularly likes his event, particularly being a Christchurch-based climber, heading out to the hill as often as he can.
Valentin Nouillet, all the way from France. He's been over in New Zealand for a few years now, Auckland-based. Very strong climber.
This is Nathan Bartlett, all the way from Australia, coming here to compete in the National Bouldering Championships, part of the Australian bouldering team. Nice, strong competitor here. We're looking for some great things from Nathan for this finals competition.
Coming out now is Fabrizio Faccini. Is Italian climber. He's been active in the Italian climbing scene for years and years. He's living in New Zealand here. He's been in New Zealand for a few years now. He's a fantastic boulderer and just an inspiration to have in the club. Next up we have Lance Hansen, who is based here in Wellington. He's a very strong boulderer, and this is the first time we've seen him this year in the competition scene. I believe that he stands a really good chance today.
So we've got George Sanders coming out now. represented New Zealand at the World Youth Climbing Championships, and are really excited to see what George can deliver for us today in these finals.
Last out, Josiah Jacobson Grocott, again been competing since he was an under 12 climber, has been in the world's youth team, the New Zealand team, and he has competed very strongly over the years in all the grades. Round one, the first boulder problem that these climbers are facing here tonight.
Competitors, are you ready? Wait there. Timekeepers, are you ready? Please start the timers.
Jared's on the way.
Cool. So these problems are quite technical problems. You'll see that the wall that Jared's on is it's called the slab wall. That means that it's leaning away from him. It means it's going to be a very balancy problem. So it's all about body position. It's all about making sure that he's leaning the right way. He's got his feet in the right position, and the transfer of weight from one foot to the other, from your hands to your feet maybe, is all the right way at the right time.
Now you'll see just by Rochelle's right hand, that blue tape is indicating the bonus hold. So that feature that she's on is the bonus hold for that climb, and Jared's got his foot on the bonus hold for that slab climb. It's important that they secure that bonus hold as soon as they can in as few attempts, preferably on the very first attempt, because it can come down to that.
Now we can see Jared really thinking there, thinking how can I go about doing this. Has to lean a body weight all the way across. There's a lot of trust goes into your shoes, a lot of trust goes into your feet for this particular move, to bring yourself all the way across to the final hold. These problems as well, the rules are saying that the feet of the shortest competitor can't be more than 3 metres above the mat, but believe me, 3 metres does feel like a long way when you're up that high.
And she's got to match this. She has got her other hand on it.
Excellent there, Rochelle. That's great, fantastic little score there for Rochelle. Top of that first problem. So now we see that we've got Whitney and Valentin out here on the same problems as the last guys, but these competitors who are out now, they haven't had the benefit of being able to see other people attempt this. So this is their first attempt on this problem.
Look at the concentration on Valentin's face there.
Yeah, it's this is a pretty technical problem. Very
That's
technical.
so balancy, isn't it?
It is. It's really integral to make sure you're keeping your bum tucked in, really keeping your body as close as you can to the wall. You'll see that at points his face is pretty much pressed against the wall, which on this particular problem you really have to do.
That is a slab wall. You can see the angle. It's not a huge angle, but it is definitely angled away from you.
He's really getting his face nice and close there, which is what you have to do in these sort of problems. And if
Looks uncomfortable.
It's not the most comfortable, but if your body starts peeling away from the wall, then you may well have had it at that point.
It doesn't look that comfortable to me.
No, they're quite tricky, these problems.
Now,
This problem that Whitney's on is a really cool problem. It's really challenges their flexibility for the females here, and it's got a sort of combination of strength, flexibility, and then after the bonus hold, it's really into the balance point of view. A lot of trust in your feet here, and nice little foot swap there from Brittany, and straight onto the bonus hold here, which is excellent for her. Now it's a case of now what? Where do we go from here?
Yeah. Oh, she's doing well. Is she going to get the top? She's looking good.
She's looking very strong here. They've got a bit of self-doubt creeping in there. You know, hasn't seen anyone else try this. You know, she's thinking, is this the right way? Is there a better way to do this? Because you know, my time might be running short. So really got to think about how we're going to do this. trying several different ways as well, which is, there's always several different ways to do it, but there's generally only one really right way to do it.
Yeah, and what'll be going through your mind there is, did someone else get this top on their first go? This is my first go. I've really got to make sure I get this top, because it can come down to the number of attempts that it took you to get the tops.
Nice little rest she's having here. A
Cheers.
little bit of a thinking moment, which is quite common. You get to a point and you've got to stop and have a think about how you're going to do it. You might have tried it a couple of different ways, and you need to find the way that is going to work for you. Nice slow movement here to get a foot placements exactly correct. That little chip she's holding on to really isn't that big. Oh, as you can see right there, straight off, just pops straight off. That's so common with the holds just get a little bit slippy.
And has she run out of time? I thought she was going to get that.
Yeah. Valentin still
Valentin.
fighting for this here. Some of these problems really do make you fight for it.
Come on.
Good job, Valentin. Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
Got the bonus, but we haven't seen anyone top that climb yet. Now Ruby and Nathan are coming out to do their problems here. Nathan, we're in the Australian national strip.
Now this volume that he's just attempting to hold on to now, the sort of yellowy one, it's got a little bit of a texture on it. It's quite a nice texture, but it's not that easy to hold on to. You really have to be pressing into it, making sure that you're holding nice and tight, really trying to get as much friction as you can. And the final hold on this problem is not an outstanding hold to actually hold on to, so it's going to be a challenge making sure you get the correct body position to be able to match that final hold. Make sure you get two hands on the hold for a distinct period of time.
He's done it. That was it.
That was brilliant. Good job.
Fantastic.
That's our first top of that problem.
Look at that stretch.
Yeah, that's nice, Ruby. That's nice. Come on.
And that looks good.
Wow, that's nice. That's a big
What a
stretch out
stretch.
there. And all about finding that balance point, using that leg behind her to flag out to make sure she's keeping her balance there. Now Fabrizio and Judith onto these same problems. We love these problems. These are going down really well now.
Fabrizio, this is a mantle move, isn't it?
This is a mantle move. Mantle up onto that top of that first feature. It's all quite scrunched up. Your body's in a really tight position, which makes it really difficult because as soon as your bum starts poking out on that slab wall, then your body weight's pulling backwards, pulling you off the wall. You really got to fight for it there. Now
and he's already up.
Yeah, this move here.
He's done it.
Oh, he's done it. Look at that. Good
Wow.
job, Fabrizio. I was like I say, we're expecting excellent things from Fabrizio. So
He really had no problem with that.
not at all. Not at all. Now you'll see various different shoes that athletes are wearing, and it's really personal preference. In a boulder comp like this, some athletes may have a couple of different pairs of shoes to really focus on one problem or another. Shoes Judith's got on here, really nice pair of La Sportivas.
Come on, Judith.
Now
She
we've
hasn't
seen
got the stretch that Ruby had.
no, not quite as
But
tall.
has she got the balance?
Right, it's all about that foot placement.
It looks like
there.
it.
That was very
Excellent.
nice, really nice. Super simple there
Excellent.
for Judith. Real nice.
Time is on.
And
4
Lance
minutes.
and Sean coming out. Let's see if they can get to the top as well. Lance on the mantle. He's made a good start. Oh,
I was going to say he's making it look easy, but a little bit of a wobble there, a little bit of a wobble by Lance.
well, they do make it look easy sometimes, whereas we all know that it's extremely difficult.
He's got that super concentration face going on there, which you do need. I mean,
He seems to be having fun though. Bit of a smile.
That's it. I mean, these problems are set as much so that the athletes enjoy them. Oh, look at Sean, just wow, that's a strong move there from Sean. pop a nice little heel on there.
A heel hook.
Heel hook's really important actually, and she seems to be using it well. Taking a slightly different approach to some of the other girls on this, which is nice to see, which, you know, is again personal preference. Sean hasn't seen any of these guys, anyone else attempt these problems. Nice little rock over move there, bringing her weight all the way over a foot. Standing up there.
It's working for her.
It is. And Sean has super flexibility as well. And I think we'll perhaps see her use that a little bit later on today.
How is Lance getting on? He's on the bonus there, heaving himself up.
Fantastic. He's a strong competitor, is Lance. I've not seen Lance compete before, so this is good. Nice top from Sean. Yes, very nice.
Excellent.
Sean. So George and Sarah coming out now.
Sarah was the top qualifier for the women after the qualifiers, and George qualified second. Yeah, Sarah.
Now, really important to get this starting position right. You've got the 4 tags on the wall for the start holds and the start feet. Really important to make sure that the athletes are getting the starts correct. That's something the judges will be looking for. Making sure that their weight is all on the start holds before they start moving towards any further holds. Sarah's got a focus happening here, really testing that flexibility a little bit here.
She is incredibly focused.
Ooh, a little bit of a foot slip there. That's can be a little bit unnerving when that happens.
George is struggling
off
on the mantle.
That's
I would. Well, it's always hard to say what you would have expected them to be able to achieve, but I would have thought that that George would be able to get up onto that bonus hold, no problem.
Now this is Sarah's got herself into quite a stretched out position, quite a flexible position, and from here it is very difficult to sort of move out and pull strength from such a flex position. There you go.
Because we saw Sean do the problem completely different. Oh, George is on to the bonus now. We did see Sean's approach work.
And Sarah's following Sean, really strong there from Sarah. Really strong, sort of a little cut loose with her feet, and struggling a little bit. She's holding on. Got a thing in. Ooh, nice, Sarah. Good moves. Good moves. Yeah, very good save. Obviously, the number of attempts really counts here. So if Sarah was to pop off, that would count as an attempt. So
she's popped off again.
That's another attempt there. And foot pop from George. Little slip there as well when you're on a slab like this.
You said it before. If you lean away from the wall, you are off, and that's what happened for him.
And these slabs can actually be quite scary. If your foot pops the wrong way and you take a little slide down the slab, it's not exactly what you want. So a little bit of hesitation maybe there as well.
So he's having another go, and Sarah. Well, she really needs to top this climb.
We've seen a few tops on
he
this
slipped
climb.
off again. So
we've seen a few tops on this climb, but she won't know that. She'll be really.
And he has struggled. He hasn't got that one. You're right. She won't know that the previous 2 or 3 climbers have already topped it.
So really, really important for her mental game as well to make sure she gets a top on this.
And she is looking.
She's looking solid, looking strong. Now Sarah's got these really strong little fingers as well. So holding on to that little crimp, that little sort of slopey crimp that she's got there in her right hand, should be no problem for her really.
Just a matter of weight transfer.
And now that's it exactly. Transferring that weight across onto that right foot and making that extension with the right arm.
Take it easy. She's
nice, she's got that, and
so
great hold for the final hold. Nice and focused. Good job, Sarah. Lovely. Really nice to see that.
And now Josiah.
Josiah is incredibly tall climber actually, and in some ways it's a benefit, in some ways it's a hindrance. He makes certain things look super simple. That little mantle there, just popped a heel in and stood straight up, which is quite difficult to
Oh,
do.
and he
but
slipped too.
popped off there. Wasn't expecting that. He was looking pretty solid.
Yeah, he was looking solid. And
Straight back on.
Just
Straight
a-
back on.
Gosh, he looks good. So his foot just slipped.
And that's all it takes on these little balancy slab problems. If your foot pops off, just a tiny little bit of a slip.
And do you think, Ian, there's an amount of grease or something on that lower hold?
Oh, potentially. I mean, you've had all the other climbers come
Ooh.
through. The holds do get brushed. I mean, a lot of these holds are quite rounded and slippy anyway. So it could be nice start there from JJ again.
Yeah, he's got the start.
He's got the start covered. It's just these top moves that seem to be challenging him, which is excellent. He hasn't seen any of the other guys do it. He doesn't necessarily know the best way to go about it. Nice. He's got that focus on his face there.
He's always incredibly focused.
And I think you really need to be. Wow, can he pop this move now?
Can he do it? Oh, he keeps
And
slipping with his feet. then.
Yeah.
No.
Ah. Good attempt, good attempt. Have a quick look at the clock. 45 seconds left. He can... straight back on. I was going to say he can take a little bit of time if he needs, but jumping straight back on there. No major rush when you've got that sort of time left. Yeah, he's got the up to the bonus. He's got that covered. No problems now. It's just this top section really needs to maintain some body tension going through here. Trying to get a foot on that tiny little
he
hole
doesn't
there.
like it. Still got time to hop back on.
I'm pretty sure he will do in that sort of short amount of time.
Yeah.
There he goes, and he's straight up there. Haven't got that start down. He's straight onto it.
It's looking a bit more uncomfortable now. A bit of doubt would have crept in for sure, thinking, well, hang on,
Now that hold he's got his right hand on there is quite a slopey sort of hold, and when you're holding it, whether it's with your hand or popping your foot onto it, you've really got to trust the friction that you've got between your shoes there, between the rubber, and like I said, some people bring different pairs of shoes for different types of problems, and this slab problem is one that's super trusting of your feet. JJ taking a bit of time to think there, which is really important.
And of course, he's on the wall. He can stay there and rest as long as he likes, really. Here we go. Come on, JJ.
Bit of an unconventional method here, but seems to be working for him. JJ's got the... Oh, that's a shame. Little pop off there. Wasn't expecting that.
Well, we're looking at the results after the first round. We can see that with one top in one attempt, Fabrizio and Nathan are tied, and Lance with one top in two attempts is coming third. No other tops from the men. And the women, you can see 5 tops. Number of attempts it came down to, as we said before, with Sian and Judith. First attempt they got those tops. That puts them in equal first position after round 1. And then Rochelle, 2 attempts, Sarah 3, and Ruby 5. To win a bouldering event, you need to be super strong. You've got to be very fit, and you have to be mentally on your game, on the top of your game.
Well, I think probably the most fundamental thing is the finger strength. Like the best boulderers most definitely have the strongest fingers. But with bouldering, there's probably a lot more other skills, like the mental game of it. There's definitely a lot of pressure to, do it right the first go and to believe that your sequence is the right sequence to do. But then there's also a lot of advanced techniques with using heel hooks and toe hooks, so using other parts of your foot rather than just the point of your toe to stand on.
The mental side of competition is one of the biggest aspects. It's because the strongest climber in the world could get super nervous and slip off and they're out. And I know I get nervous every single time I compete. It's all new every single time. It's never changes. This competition, really nervous. And so being able to tune out everything and get rid of all the pressure and just climb and just be on the wall and be within yourself and do what you can do is actually really hard. And I think it takes a lot of practice and a lot of mental strength.
Round 2 underway, the second of the 3 problems that the climbers will be attempting this evening.
These problems get progressively more difficult as they go through, and now we've got Jared straight out onto this problem.
It's a very different start from the first problem there. Rochelle seems to have made a good start on this one. This wall looks slightly overhanging to me, very slightly.
Yeah, this is very, very slightly overhung. The start is flat, and you've got this nice big black feature that's there. And once you get up onto it, it's not a problem. Getting there's a little bit tricky. From here though, the question is, which is the way to go? Out to the left or straight up, or using the sidewall. A lot of variations for this problem actually, and one way is not necessarily better than the other, but the aim is still to get to the top.
And just looking at it, Ian, there doesn't seem to be a lot to hold on to there.
No, a lot of trust in the feet here. So these black features that we've got on the wall, they've got a little bit of texture on them. And that sloper that she's just popped off, it's a real slopey hold, that real smooth top to it, real smooth edges.
Now here's Jared again, possibly his second attempt. He's just got to get up onto those blocks, and it must be balancy there.
Well done, Jared, good effort there, my friend.
Rochelle is still on the wall.
Rochelle's just finishing off, popping off that sloper again.
So this problem has defeated the first climbers to try. Let's see if Valentine and Whitney can monster it.
Now Valentine hopping on here, and Whitney's as well. Whitney's taking a slightly different approach to Rochelle did, so we'll see how she goes on this. I start really using that sidewall to help her get up there. There's a little walk of the hands up there, pop into the bonus, and now where? That's the question.
The sloper.
All this is against the time. They've only got 4 minutes to attempt this, but then at the end of the 4 minutes, if they are still on the wall, then they can finish that attempt on that problem. Whitney looks like she's got a decent grip on that sloper. The sloper's all about contact between your hands. Pulling up.
Nathan and Ruby.
Yeah, Ruby again using the same sort of sidewall technique that we saw with Whitney, and Nathan looking to hop straight on to hear this.
Having quite a bit of a think about it. Now Ruby is straight up to the sloper.
Ruby cruising along quite nicely here. Got a lot of concentration going on there. Really needs to be making sure she's thinking about the foot placements, making sure her feet are nice and firmly planted there. Nice, strong fingers there. Got a bit of a pinch going on the top of that sloper, which is really nice. It's not the best sloper to hold on to from a competitor's point of view, but Ruby seems to be controlling it really well.
Yeah. Now she'll need to get her foot up.
Now she needs to think about those foot placement.
So much is in the feet placement.
Oh, Ruby just popping off there. Nathan making good progress along this next problem.
This looks interesting to me, Ian, that they have to traverse along those volumes.
And then into the bonus hold, which is quite low down here, which means that they're really going to have to make a concerted effort to try and get to that
balance
bonus.
There. Ruby having another go. So she's fine up to this point.
She's really looking really solid there. Making good starts is Ruby, and Nathan's moving all the way along. You can see this little pinky purple bonus hold just here that he's making his way across to, and he has to control this bonus hold. He has to actually take control of it and use this bonus hold to get the points for it. So not quite there. Not quite a bonus.
You can't just reach across and tap it with your hand. You've actually got to get a good grip on it.
Ruby looking solid there, really figuring out what she's going to do.
Come on, Ruby.
Popped off.
Judith's made a good start here.
Judith just cruising up that, actually making it look super easy.
Yeah.
And I can definitely tell you it's not, Treefer. I can tell you it's not.
I believe it.
Good, and she's onto the bonus there, which is great for her. She's keep moving her way up. A lot of
Now
trust.
Fabrizio.
A lot of trust in the feet for both of these problems, both the males and the females. Really has to trust that his foot's going to stick there. And you can see the strain going on through his face and the obviously the core
looking
tension
good.
he's using.
Oh, a doe!
Oh, that was.
I could
that was
just see
hit or
him
miss
losing his
whether he
balance
was going to
there.
go on there, yeah.
This looks incredibly difficult to me.
Yeah, really challenging, really balancing.
He's
Nice.
on it.
He's got that bonus. Utilised the bonus. Now moving on up.
Come on.
Fabrizio moving on up.
What's next?
Now that nice big solid pinch that he's holding there. The upright black volume, quite wide. More of a
He's got to pull his way up. He's got his foot. Now what?
very nice.
The
cut
top is
loose
over
there.
to the left here.
The top is way off to the left.
How are you
and
going to get over there?
That's it. You've really got to throw for it. And once you've stuck that final hold, bringing your hands in for the match.
He's got his hand on
which
it,
he
but
has.
how is he going to get his other hand across?
That is the question. You've got to
Heel.
really got to pull in with your feet here and
A knee.
and your
A knee.
Oh, look at that! Fabrizio.
That was
Excellent
incredible.
move, mate. Great move.
He sort of locked his whole calf behind that big pinch
And that worked well for him.
and it held on pretty well.
Now Judith keeps. She's got the start covered. Really making light work of the start for her now, actually. And just moving on up.
8 seconds left on the clock. This,
Not long on the clock
come
at all.
on, Judith, this will be your last go.
And she pops
Right.
off.
Oh!
Look at the clock. Oh, Judith! That was amazing. Literally a second left. And she jumped straight back on.
There was no time at all.
No time at all. And now you can see she's just resting out a little bit there.
Yeah.
Which she'll need to do because she has just popped off the problem. Jumped straight back on to get there in the nick of time. Because obviously now she's in the plus part of the 4+ minutes.
Yeah.
And she can stay on the wall as long as she wants now. Until she falls off. So she'll really get a...
I'll tell you what, Ian, if she tops
If-
it now, that
this is
will
gonna
be
be
amazing because
an incredible
she literally
achievement.
was out of time there. Come on, Judith.
Come on. She has to really trust this foot here.
Come on.
Oh, look
Come
at
on,
that!
just a
Come on,
match.
Judith, bring the match. Yeah,
That's
nice, Judith.
Nice one.
Really nice. I'm impressed with that. Really good
Oh,
attack
look,
there
and
by
she's
Judith.
pretty pleased.
Right, Lance and Sean. Let's see if we can get repeat performances off these guys.
Yep, now we've seen the problems can be topped, so they're not inconquerable.
No, they definitely can be topped, and if we get some more tops here, it's going to come down to the number of attempts. Sean making a breeze at the start, I think.
Lance is looking good too.
Good, making sure he's got a good solid foot position there.
Yep.
Bit of a...
Oh, and he has
now,
missed
he
out
skipped
the
the
ball.
bonus, so we'll see where he goes from here. If he gets the top, then excellent. If he doesn't, then he's missed out on his bonus hold there.
Yeah. He's got the pinch though.
He's got the pinch, which is quite wide,
Solid.
quite a wide pinch, you see.
He's got
so-
a good solid grip on it. Come on, Lance. He's up.
So
And
Sean,
Sean is looking good.
oh,
looking
perfect
very
top,
good.
Top there from
Great
Sean.
stuff from Sean.
Now, how's Lance going to do this? Lance and Fabrizio are of a similar sort of height, so their moves could be quite similar coming across here. I imagine
No
some of the taller
problem with
guys
the
will go
left
slightly
hand.
differently.
Now Fabrizio used the knee. Lance is trying a heel hook.
And it's really a case of getting yourself solid before you can really let go with that right hand. At the moment, you've got some quite good compression that Lance is showing here between the pinch and the final hold. And now, before he can take that right hand off, he really has to get his feet solid and his body position sorted, his weight in exactly the right place. Otherwise, that'll happen. He wasn't quite there. Super close, though. Really impressed there. Good moves. Looking at the clock.
He was looking as though he could do it. If he just gets that, either the heel hook or tries the knee that Fabrizio did.
Wow, some judges got some really intense focus going on. Lanz is making just a breeze of the start now, just wandering his way through to the bonus.
Yeah. He's certainly capable of doing this.
Yeah, he knows the moves he's got to do. He's just got to figure out the right way to execute it. The heel's not nice. It is quite slippy.
It's not good at all.
So he's got to figure the right way to do it. Got to figure the way that works for him, because the way that works for other people might not work for him. Out of time.
Yeah.
Out of time.
George and Sarah,
both super strong climbers here, and
very strong climbers.
And we'll see how they get on. I'm hoping that Sarah makes a light work of this start, as the others have too, and we'll see how George
is
gets
a lot
on.
taller than Lanz and Fabrizio. Will that be a problem for him traversing this balancy sequence here?
It could go either way. It could be a bit of a problem for him, or it could help him out actually. But what's easy for one person might not be for another. So
he seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, he's got his solutions on. There is his shoes that he's wearing there. They're quite a technical shoe.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he goes with those. Sarah here again, using that flexibility that we saw in the last problem.
Super flexible.
She is, and coming out of that flex position, really to then utilise strength to pull herself in now.
George just popped off.
See that? Take a quick look at the clock there, George, while Sarah's just...
Come on,
Sarah's
Sarah.
focused.
This looks good.
Got ahead in the game.
Come on.
Oh, that was
nice.
Super strong fingers there from Sarah.
Very nice.
Just real use of the core as well.
Great stuff.
George just wandering across there, just like a stroll in the park for him now by the look of it.
Yeah, except he hasn't got his hand on the bonus. But now he has.
Now there you go, using that bonus to pull him to keep his stability in there.
Very good.
Now where are we going, George? How are we going from here, mate? Let's see how we go.
We're going up and across.
Now, between where his feet are and the next feature up, there's no holds on the wall. That means that they have to really squeeze that pinch and just literally just pull their feet up, just like George is doing here. And the texture on the black feature where his right foot is, can be quite slippy. So we're just going to see what he's doing. He's going for the heel hook as well, trying to pop that heel hook in there. Now you see he's getting that heel toe cam at the bottom that I mentioned earlier, and he's thinking about different options, which you have to do. And,
he didn't like it.
George.
Oh dear. Just one top on that problem so far. We're on to JJ, and again another very tall, rangy stretch.
So it'll be interesting to see how JJ does this. I think his approach is going to be quite different to some of the other guys. Just because he's got that extra height that they don't have, and it just means his body position might differ from some of the other guys, and certain things that he has to think about are different to the shorter guys' thought process maybe. So we'll see how he gets on. Oh, little foot pop there, little foot pop. Focus from the judges though. Look at that.
Judge is well focused.
Yeah. JJ's got the how do I do this look on his face, I think. How am I going to get this done?
He tried to, sort of running.
A running dynamic move, really. A bit of a pop sort of thing. Didn't quite work out for him. We'll see if he's going to change his tack for his next attempt.
It looks a bit too slippery to try the running, hopping maneuver.
Nice, slow, controlled sort of
Oh,
transfer. Good job. Nice
that
attempt.
doesn't look as though it's going to work to me, Ian.
No, it's we found it was more about a slow, controlled transfer of weight coming across here, and that's really why the bonus is where it is, to encourage a slow transfer.
One
of
more
weight
look at the
across
clock. Just time. Now, is he going to try? No, he's. Oh, look at that!
That was really nice little
Look
toe hook.
at
He's
that.
still not used his bonus, but he's managed to stick the next feature
Oh,
there.
come on, JJ.
Man, some real core strength he's showing
Come on.
here. Really utilising that
Come.
core.
Oh, what a shame.
Popped off.
Oh, he's still got time to hop on.
Still got time. Still got time. Now this is going to be his last attempt. Timers will have run out.
Will he try the toe again? You would expect him to try what
Worked for him last time.
But this time, no, that was a
risky little
approach,
maneuver,
really,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Very much so.
So, end of round 2 at the results. The men, as it stands at the moment, Fabrizio is out in front with 2 tops, topping both of his problems so far. Nathan and Lance, 1 top each. They just topped the first problem, not the second. So it went back down to Nathan took 1 attempt at the first problem. He got it first time, and Lance took 2. And that's the distinction there between second and third. The women now with 2 tops each, Sian, Sarah and Judith. Again, the distinction is on the number of attempts it's taken them. Sian got both of her tops first time, on her first attempt, so she's in the strongest possible position. Sarah took 4 attempts and Judith's taken 7, a lot more attempts.
The thing that makes bouldering quite approachable to most is that it's really easy to get started. You know, you only need shoes and chalk, and it's also like a very social form of climbing.
I think another reason why bouldering has become so popular is the urbanisation of climbing gyms. There's a lot more climbing gyms and bouldering gyms going up in cities, so it's a lot more accessible. They're cheaper to put in. You can put in a bouldering wall at home or go down to the local bouldering gym and just hang out with your friends.
So round 3 now, moving on to the final boulder problem of this competition for each of these competitors.
And Jared's in the boulder cave here, Ian.
He is, yep. So this problem over on the far wall here, you see we've got some black tape around there. That means they're not allowed to use that wall. This problem is a really very strong, powerful problem for the guys. They a lot of technique, a lot of core required here, a lot of core strength. So this is a hard problem, very hard problem here.
Yep, he's got to get over this overhang. And the women have got a more balancy one again.
Yeah, this problem for the women is really technical. Actually, it's a lot going on. Jared here just bruting his way through here. Really got to keep his strength going. Got to keep his focus. You can see on his face he's fighting hard for this.
Yeah.
And got that little chalk up there is a nice little place to do that. It's pretty sustained throughout the rest of this problem.
Yeah, Jared, very strong climber, and look at the determination here.
He's throwing for that there.
And he doesn't get it. Nathan. Yeah, Nathan. Let's see how you get on with this.
Straight into it, Nathan. No messing around. Really getting himself involved there. Really trying to keep his weight there into his feet so he's not tiring himself out too much.
And Ruby's looking good here.
Following the same technique that we've just seen Whitney doing, actually. And Ruby's really got that press down with the left hand. She's going really well.
Looking
Oh,
good.
look at that, Ruby.
Yes.
Good job. Nicely
Nice.
controlled there.
And
Nathan's getting his fight on here.
What?
Really putting the effort in.
He really threw himself at that bonus hold there. I'm not quite sure that was a great idea. Maybe just a bit more static with that move, Ian.
Yeah, a little bit more controlled, really. The hold he's going to is not that great, so
Yeah.
you've really got to get it dead on, otherwise you're not going to be able to stick it. Even the audience there gets some focus on. Ooh, nice, Nathan. Nice cheeky little toe hook on the start hold there. Moving on, utilising a heel here, and let's hope he can make this move.
He's still looking at it as if he's going to be a dynamic move.
Taking his time. Got a little knee bar in there, which is quite nice.
No, he's being a lot more static now.
He's using his brain, really thinking about what he's doing here, and really thinking about the consequences of trying to throw for that hold and how it hasn't been working for him. So he's getting a bit of...
He's going to have to swap hands here.
Nice. That was good.
Nice.
Oh, that's a shame, Nathan. Good job.
Yep. I think he can be pretty pleased with his performance here.
Oh, Fabrizio, let's see how he
Come on,
goes.
he's rocking up the crowd. No,
He
they
loves-
like to do it, these climbers.
He loves the crowd support behind him, and
Because it does make quite a lot of difference when your crowd is cheering you on. You are going to get the benefit of that. And this is looking good. Nice,
feel the
solid.
excitement. Feel the excitement. He's made that bonus, stuck that bonus. He looked like he did that
Come on.
with quite some ease, actually, there. So let's see how he progresses
Yes.
through the rest of it.
This is great.
It's just one tricky move followed by another tricky move here, and his core strength here is real got his focus going.
Very good effort. And Judith.
Now Judith, young to be in this opens category, she is really doing well, actually, really putting her best foot forward, and is doing exceptional, considering she's above her age category.
Quite stick at that time.
Crowd really intense with what's going on here, really focused.
Fabrizio having another go. No problem with the bonus the first time, and he's got it again.
Really strength-based problem, this. If
Yeah.
if you've not got your core strength working in sync with your arms and your body position, it's really difficult, really hard problem.
Wow. Just needs to reach up and power to that next.
Now the final hold.
Taking a bow there, as he should, because he's put in a great performance this evening. Lance and Shan coming out for their final climb. Lance had a little look and then he's straight into it.
Taking his time here, actually, which is boding well for this problem for him. He is really thinking about what he's doing, where he can put his feet, where he's moving to next, and trying to source himself a little knee bar there to make this next move. Trying to get that extension. It's a full reach for him there, actually, which is what we're hoping for. Really extend these athletes, really pushing them out. Super strong hands, really holding hard out on those crimps there.
Yeah, looking great.
Yeah, really strong, really strong.
Come on, Lance.
Man, he's doing really well here. He's got such a strong left arm there, keeping himself held up.
Now, how about Shan on this?
Sian's got these incredibly strong little fingers, and she can hold on to pretty much anything that we throw at her, to be honest. And this big shoulder move that she's trying to press into now is tricky, going from the pull in to the push in, and didn't quite stick it there. Let's see how she goes now on this attempt. A lot of trust in the foot and a lot of power out through that shoulder.
That's
Come
right.
on,
It's very
Sean.
much a pushy up movement there, isn't it? Oh, it's hard work.
Sarah's taking her time looking up at this problem, which trying to get ahead in the game really.
Sarah's on to the start.
Called down there for a technical malfunction with the start there, but she's onto it now. But I think that that little cool down has affected her little mental game there. She needs to make sure that she's really focused for this. She really does.
Ruby has topped this problem we saw just now, so Sarah will need to top this.
Sarah's looking at her options, figuring out where she's going for this, seeing what her best plan of attack is. Sarah, like Sean, has got super strong fingers, really good finger strength and really good core strength. Now she just needs to really press this down.
She's in a slightly better position than Sean was, and
And she's done it!
Looking
What a
good.
shot! Good job, Sarah. Really nice.
great effort. Well done.
George progressing really well
He
through
is.
this problem.
Can he make the last move?
Big move.
Come on,
this.
George. Yes.
Nice. Come on, George.
One finger in it.
That's it. You've got to get the match, George. Has really got to pull it in now. Look
Yes.
at that. Nice,
Fantastic.
George.
Fantastic to see that problem topped, and that's what you want, of course, as a root setter aiming.
Yeah, as a root setter, we want one top in the final problem, really. Just the one, maybe two people.
And look how pleased he is. Now Josiah, the last competitor.
And JJ straight into this. Straight off the floor, straight into his first attempt here. Doing really well, actually. I think JJ maybe has the extra reach required for this problem, to be honest. The shorter guys still doesn't really affect them too much. They just need to be that little bit stronger to be able to hold the lock off long enough to get the extension with the arms. Which these guys, JJ here, just absolutely breezing through that. Quite big move, actually. That's really trying to get his feet position sorted so he can match his hands, swap his hands to pull out.
It does take a lot of energy out of you, and you aren't going to have a lot for a lot of attempts. You really need to economize on your attempts.
Yeah, you do, and I mean at this point in the day as well, we've been going all day. We've had a long day. We've done a lot of boulder problems, and they've really been putting their best effort in all throughout the day. So
This looks better.
Cruising up this now. He's sorted himself out. He's got his body
Come on,
position
JJ.
sorted.
Oh,
Timer running down there. 15 seconds left on that timer.
he'll only have time for one more attempt. You can see that he's waiting and racking himself up. Crowd getting behind him. Come on, JJ. Nice.
Really working this now. He's got his focus for his last attempt. Really taking his time, getting himself sorted, which is what he needs to do here, I think. Nice, JJ. That's looking good. Looking solid, actually.
He's figured out the way he wants to do this. Looking much more comfortable.
Nice, and stuck that next move. That's quite a big move there. Let's see how he goes from here.
Come on.
Wow, just breezing through this
Looking
now.
great. Come on, JJ.
Big move to the final
Come
hold.
on. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And that's a match in the final.
Fantastic.
Good job, JJ.
Well done. Great way to finish.
Big smile on his face there as well.
He'll be stoked with that. So the final results after round 3, we can see that Fabrizio with that top in the second of the problems that no one else got has ended up in first place.
Yeah, that really that top on the second problem there for Fabrizio really made all the difference, I think.
And the women, Sarah, 3 tops. Well, of course, that's your ideal result. And the other competitors not managing to top all of the climbs. So great work from Sarah. Very good from the rest. And Sian comes second on the basis of her 2 tops in 2 attempts. And in 3rd place in the international podium is Lance Hansen. In 2nd place from Australia, Nathan Bartlett. And in 1st place, Fabrizio Faccini. Oh, thank you. And now the female open results. In 3rd place, Ruby Friend from Nelson. In 2nd place, Sian Moffat from Taupo. And in 1st place, Sarah Hay from Auckland. So that's all for the 2016 Climbing New Zealand Bouldering Nationals this year. Thanks again to everyone, and thanks Ian.
And we look forward to seeing everyone putting their best foot forward in the future.